Cavaliers take a loss last night against Boston here at home. 119-113 was the final. They're off tonight. They're off tomorrow night. And then Friday they're in D.C. They're going to play the Wizards. So at 7 o'clock Friday night when we get out of here around 6:30, that is when your pregame coverage will begin. And keep in mind, the remainder of this month, if you want to get yourself any kind of gear whatsoever from CLE Clothing Company, use the promo code HARVEST for 20% off. You want to do it online? Do it online. Let's go to cleclothingco.com, and you know where to put the promo code in. But if you're shopping in one of the stores, when you're checking out, just look them dead in the eye. Say, Harvest. I don't know if they ask you.
If you have a promo code?
If you have a promo, I don't know what the protocol is for that, so I'm not sure.
I always say it way too fast. I'm like, I have a promo code. Oh, it's Harvest.
That's how you do it?
I buy a shirt from you, and I want to tell you the promo code Harvest.
I have a promo code Harvest for me.
Why do you do it?
Harvest on WMMS.
I'm nervous.
Why do you do it so quickly?
Because I don't want them to get too far into their checkout process and be like, oh, I can't put it in now. It's going to take a manager to come over here and do things.
I see what you mean.
Make sure they know I have the promo code.
Well, because they have ours isn't the only one. I mean,
know.
they have a number of them, so that's why I wonder if there are locations, if it's protocol to ask, like, do you have a pro? Maybe not, though. I don't know. But
so walk up, jumble your words, and figure it out. I have a promo code WMMS.
Well, yeah, you could do it the Bill Squire way.
You could do it online.
You could do it like,
that's the way I do it is online.
You know, when I had a deaf Uber driver, he handed me a card that said, I'm deaf. You just hand him a card, says Harvest.
There you go.
And they go, the hell's this? And you go, promo code.
20% off at CLE Clothing.
Flip the card over. It's Bill's phone number. So he gives them a promo code.
Instagram, and then we'll see where things go.
Your Instagram. Hey, DM me.
He'd be harvesting those single moms.
That's no,
accurate.
I don't do that.
It's an accurate statement.
That's a pass, Bill. I don't.
Oh, that's new leaf, Bill.
That's Bill from the past.
Yeah, I really try not to do single moms anymore because I don't want to be a step parent again.
Historically, not a.
But like if you are a single mom, you have to know that there's a finite situation that we're getting into. There's there's no future.
Oh.
Because I can't.
You'll bang a single mom. You won't date a single mom.
Yes, I will bang a single mom, but I will not date anybody really.
It's a tough line to walk. Single moms are traditionally easier picking.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're just happy to get out of the house. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
More work.
Yeah, well, more baggage. Is baggage the wrong thing to call children?
If you consider a child a bag?
Yeah.
And a burden.
You could check it at the airport.
That's what Poundcake's mom called him.
A burden.
And she was right. I would not want to come into a situation like, I didn't even like my stepdad, for good reason, but I wouldn't want to come into a situation with someone like me underneath, like, the woman that I love. Mm-mm.
I've done it already, and I just can't do it again.
Yeah,
it's
makes
too
sense.
difficult.
But I feel like dating after 30, that's what dating after 30 is.
Not all the time.
Someone's going to have...
In Ohio, it is.
Someone's going to have a divorce underneath their belt, or...
their divorce is fine.
Or a
divorce
kid.
is okay, but...
or a mixture of both.
I just don't want
divorced
to do...
kids?
Yeah.
Someone has divorced kids?
I'll tell you what, in the Midwest, they get married so early. Mm-hmm. You know, they've got fields to plow, and they have other... I don't know.
Oh, just a little bit about me.
Had my first divorce at 12.
This is my divorced kid.
Yeah, that's right. Why is he wearing hand-me-downs? Because he got taken to the cleaners. He got taken to the cleaners in his divorce. I know he's in the 7th grade. It's been a really, really tough year for him. His ex-wife has moved on. She's dating a freshman. It's a whole thing. She's already a grandmother.
They still have to sit next to each other in Spanish. It's real weird.
It's a whole weird thing.
See.
So, listen, it's not for everybody. You have to be comfortable with the fact that you will never be number one. Mm-hmm. You'll at least be always number two. Not everybody is.
I said that when I went on those couple dates over the summer with the single dad. I was like, the fact that, I mean, it's not saying stand up and children are the same, but you'll never be number one.
They're both hilarious when done well.
Well, you'll never be the main priority in my life. Comedy will come first.
I briefly dated a gay guy with a kid, and it was a very weird scenario.
I bet.
Because his kid was like 7. Like he was old enough to know that daddy's getting down. Like,
oh boy.
Stay down there and play, whatever the kids play these days, like Minecraft or whatever. But he had his kid in high school.
Old enough to know When daddy's getting down.
Yeah.
Oh, he knocked a woman up.
He knocked a woman up.
Oh, I thought you meant he adopted a kid.
No. He
Oh.
he knocked a woman up in high school. Like,
Boy, that's a long
16
way.
to 17.
That is a long way to go to get out of a co-parenting, is to pretend you're gay.
Yeah.
And then once he finally came out, I was like, well, you still have, you know.
But you're still the parent. He's
Yeah,
still like,
he's-
he's not getting out. He got out of the
to get out of
marriage.
the relationship,
He got out of
yes.
the relationship.
I would say they weren't married.
But was the kid living with him?
They traded.
That's what
they
I'm
shared
saying.
Joint custody.
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean,
you get the kid. It's not hard to raise a kid when you get him half the time.
but I would always pick his brain. I was like, is the baby mama mad? Like, is she mad that, you know, you turned out to be gay and now she's stuck with you no matter what?
I guess that's not something that
As
you
long as
really
you're a
would
good
have
parent,
to deal
who
with.
cares?
As a gay man, you sound like you're going to get married to someone and they're going to come out as straight later, right?
Correct.
Well, no, I'm being
think
dead
that- I know, I
serious
just-
because that's.
Listen, we'll get to that point at some point. Someone's be like, you know what?
I thought I was gay
I thought
this
I
whole
was gay.
time, and I'm
That
just
doesn't.
not.
That's why you got to get them at just the right time. You got to get them when they're done. You know, they say you got to get guys when they're done doing their hoe stuff. You got to get gay dudes when they're sure they're gay. You certainly don't want to be in a situation where they wake up and they go, "Oh
The
my god,
flip-flopper, yeah.
I love women," because that would just be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Or they're pansexual
But that's
or
happened.
bisexual. all
That's
that
happened to
stuff.
straight people where they'll be married for years and years, and then their partner comes out and is like, "I've been a lesbian the whole time, and I didn't know it myself," or whatever. You know?
I would be so
Right, but I mean,
Oh, I'm-
to your point, it doesn't seem to go the other way.
That's
that
what I'm
often.
saying. No,
Yeah.
there's not when you're
Yep.
a gay couple that's been married and they're like, "I think I like vag, man." Like, this
Sure.
is-
I would take
The
that.
wives that are like,
about it.
yeah, the
Yeah.
women who are like, I think I'm a lesbian because guys are so goddamn awful that 50 years later they go, I'm out.
I
I'm
can't.
just out.
I can't even do it anymore.
I
I
feel
would
for the
rather
women.
look at a grilled cheese sandwich every night
Oh my god.
than deal with whatever the hell is going on here.
I feel for the women that have husbands that ended up being gay because
Yeah.
I would take you for everything. Like I would be so mad, so full of spite.
How are you
I
going to be
want
mad? What if
alimony.
they didn't even know it themselves?
I don't care. You drag me along in your experimental phase. I don't care. You
You're not
married
doing
me.
it at
We had
them.
kids. We've made a life. We have a house.
But you don't take into account that gay or straight people change over time over the course
I
of a
don't
marriage?
care. I don't care.
So you want the person, this sounds like an awful
You took me
scenario. It sounds like an awful scenario, though, to marry someone and then they never change.
You want them to be the exact same person from the minute you meet them until the minute
I don't want their
you die.
sexuality to change. Like, I don't want you to come out and say, hey, I'm not attracted to you anymore. What? Did I get fat? You know, am
But
I
there
not...
are-
It's not about you.
There are heterosexual couples who say, I'm not attracted to you anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not anything I can help. You drag me along.
Well, you can stay in shape.
I'm talking about... I'm asking him, hypothetically, if I'm the wife, what? Did I get fat?
You would still be the husband.
I'm just saying...
In this scenario, he's the
In
wife.
this
I'm the
scenario,
wife.
he's
He's
the
the
wife.
wife.
Did I get
see.
fat?
And he's
Like-
very angry at his gay husband.
Yeah,
It's very confusing.
No, did I get fat? You know, do I not cook for you like you like anymore? Am I not throwing it back like I used to? What is it? No, it's nothing you did. I just decided I'm gay
I discovered
now.
something about myself, and
What I
now it's
discovered
not-
is
You
that
can't
I don't
even
want to
be
be
mad
around
at
you
them.
anymore.
You're like years gone.
You didn't
gone.
turn them gay. It's maybe being married
I'm
to
not
you.
mad about me turning
But
them
also, the years are not gone.
gay. They are gone.
They're not.
It was you're fraudulent.
They didn't even know it themselves.
so mad about it.
No,
Fraudulent.
because marriage is already hard enough, and throw it.
You don't know anything about marriage.
Listen, if he knows anything, he knows car payments, he knows marriage, he knows having kids.
I know. It's never stopped him from having an opinion on something.
I'm taking
But let me
forever.
repeat. You know less than nothing about marriage.
Okay, well I'm taking
Your
it
longest
further.
relationship was what? 2 months? Just about
6
2 months.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yes,
Jeez.
I went from not having any at all. I don't have any basis to talk about a relationship. To
I've gone longer.
Right. It's baby steps. That's
baby
fine.
steps.
Yeah.
My first relationship.
If you want to regale us with opinions about 5-week-long relationships, the floor is yours.
I have gone longer than 5 weeks without shaving my legs.
Yeah. Me too.
Longest relationship. It's great. You're right. I shouldn't
Don't
make fun
coddle
of him.
him.
I shouldn't make fun of him.
Don't coddle him.
Anything is better than nothing.
It will not stop him from having opinions on things he knows nothing about.
Sure won't.
Are you afraid that if you stay with someone for like 6 months, you'll marry them or something?
No.
Okay.
I just was not happy. So if I'm not
Okay.
happy in the beginning, why would I drag it out?
No, I understand. I didn't know if this was like a fear of commitment type of a thing.
It's not a fear of commitment. I could be monogamous to a person with,
But they gotta be just as into it as you are, because you said like the last guy, you were doing all the work.
Yeah.
You were putting all the plans together and just making it
all
happen.
All the heavy lifting. And I have no problem with being like that. Like everyone's like, oh, you can't be monogamous, you're a hoe. I'm like, I'm a hoe when I'm single because I can be.
Right.
But
there's no rules.
I just need one good one to make me stay. And I ain't find them.
Relax.
And according to him, the way he tells it, the responsibility is 100% on the other person to keep him happy and around. No, you say it takes one good one to keep me around. So the implication is that it's the other person's job to keep you in the relationship.
You literally have selective hearing, because I literally just said I was doing all the heavy lifting.
You've
in the
said
relationship.
1,000 contradictory things.
And now
in
it's
the
your
span
chance to win $1,000.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword SQUARE to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's SQUARE to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
Anyway, Poundcake said 1,000 contradictory things.
In 5 seconds, yes.
Mm-hmm. Tiny Poundcake.
Tiny Poundcake might get married. Do you think Tiny Poundcake will ever get married?
Hopefully, if I find the right man.
He's got to be short. He's got to be in good shape.
He's got to have money and a career. Goals for himself. I'm not about to talk no bum bitch.
Alan had a teacher in high school who showed a lot of favoritism toward the girls in class, and he ended up coming out as gay in his 40s after he had a wife and a grown kid. I mean, that's got to be awful to get to that point in your life and go, man, I am... Not only are you not who I thought you were, I'm not who I thought I was.
I had a show in Michigan not too long ago, a couple months ago. And
stop bragging.
I know, right? I'm so famous. The Mary Santora, as my niece would say. And there was a dude, so my feature act was this really good-looking, like, young Mexican dude from
Mexico.
Guadalajara.
From Chicago.
Oh.
And there was this older dude, he was probably in his 60s, big, like, good-looking, built guy who was, like, throwing it at him hard. And he's like, dude, this guy will not leave me alone. Like, he's hitting on me. He's trying to get me to come back to his trailer. Like, I don't know what to do. This doesn't happen on the road to me.
Trailer.
And then the guy told us, me and my features, his story where he was, like, married for 30 years. And then what broke off his marriage is that he started fooling around with guys. And then he found out that he was, like, gay. He's like, oh, this is what I want instead. So that's
found out after he was fooling around with guys?
Well, he started fooling, like, experimenting. He, like, started experimenting toward, like, the end of his marriage. Then that's what, like, brought it to an end. And then he said that he tried to go back to women, but he was giving it to him so well that the women he was hooking up with were going crazy, and that he had to cut off all women. And then now he exclusively hooks up with men, like younger men. And he was really working on my feature act, trying to get him to come back to his trailer and stuff. But he said he didn't even realize he was gay until he was, like, 45.
He's got his own trailer.
He has a trailer.
Double wide.
I don't know about that.
You don't think that that's true?
No. He was touching stuff way before 45. And you just now decide that you want to be gay?
Can men not experiment? I've been with women. I'm not gay.
I never experimented.
He knew before. He just acknowledged it when he was 45. No one just decides that they just want to.
I'm not saying that he decided that he was like, oh, this is what I enjoy. This is what I
Preferred
want.
more,
This is
yeah.
what I prefer.
But I'm just saying you already have an investment. Like,
But it's
you're
also
like,
a different time that he came up in.
That's true, too.
true
so
as
you
Yeah.
come
well.
up in a different time where you're expected to be this thing, and it's very frowned upon to be the other thing.
Being gay, in the
especially in the area that he was in.
Yeah. Now that we have, like, Grindr, everything's like instant gratification. Before, you had to, like, go to secret clubs and be like, you might end up getting caught. Now it's not. That's not the case. They could come to your house.
Alan, I've never baled hay, but I know it's hard. Poundcake not having any experience with marriage means nothing about his knowledge of its difficulty.
Well, not
Please,
firsthand.
that is the worst analogy.
You can't go up to a farm and be
marriage
like,
and baling hay. I hate
Okay.
to break it to you, sir or madam. Nothing could be farther from those two things.
People give me crap all the time when where in general, people talk about pet owners saying they know what it's like to have a kid. Like, oh yeah, I have a responsibility. I have a dog, and people with kids all over the place are like, no, it's not even the same thing.
We're talking
This
levels
guy-
of difficulty. I
Right.
mean, you have to
Listen,
be
I would love if dogs were like kids. Putting down a 16-year-old would make a lot more sense.
Sure. Old Yeller.
Put him to rest.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows marriage is not easy, but we're talking about levels of difficulty. We're talking about, he's laying out specific scenarios, from what I understand.
I just said a general statement of
General statement.
marriage is not easy. We all know that marriage isn't easy. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that. And I've seen a marriage fall apart in my own home. So I know it's hard. Just put another layer on top of that with kids, a house, and, occasionally giving lettuce. Like, I don't know. I feel like that would be hard.
What?
The hardest part of marriage is making salads. You got to get the salad spinner, and then you're registered at the wrong Bed Bath & Beyond, and they're out of it. You got to order online.
Giving lettuce.
Somebody texted me, Poundcake is really quiet.
Tiny pound cake.
Tiny Poundcake. Yeah.
Guys, microphone's working okay?
We need a tiny pound cake sounder, I feel like.
Is there a sound? What's like a shrinking sound? What's a movie where they shrink? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? I don't know.
Super Mario Brothers.
I'll use that.
Yeah, Super
There you
Mario
go.
Brothers when you get
Yeah.
shrunk.
My friend's dad had 4 kids, was married, and decided to move to California to marry a gay dude.
There you go. Happens all the time.
That's wanting to get away from your wife.
Taxes.
California, yeah. I'm gay. See you later. Poundcake's perfect match is an independently wealthy Uber Eats driver that is a doormat. Hey, listen, if you can buy the premium package to instill your brain and thoughts and whatever into your clone, you should be able to edit that however you want. You go, you're my clone, but you're also an independently wealthy Uber driver.
Uber Eats driver.
Uber Eats driver.
Just food in
But
that
that's
car.
not,
no
I was going to say,
people.
that's not separate from Uber.
I think
Just
it is.
It's another service that Uber drivers provide, right?
But do you have to do both?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you pick up food, now you're driving for Uber Eats.
Right.
Some people don't want to have people in their car, so they rather just deliver food to their door.
Yeah. They
Oh, there's people that only do Uber
That's what I'm
Eats.
saying. I don't think
I
you have
see
to
what
do
you mean.
both.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's like,
And then there's other people who would rather, like, either or. Do I want stinky people, or do I want my car to smell like French fries and tacos all day long?
Well, it depends. If they're drunk, they may vomit French fries and tacos into your car.
But then you get that cleaning fee.
$2.50.
I thought it was $3.50.
I don't know.
I've never done it.
Surprisingly, I never threw up in cars and stuff.
I remember one time I timed it perfectly. Like, I was like, you need to drop me off right now.
Pull over.
And he opened the door. Well, he unlocked the door, and I opened it, and it was like perfect. Head right out the door, right onto the curb. And then I was like, I'm all good now. He's like, you sure? Yep. And he floored it home. No cleaning fee.
I was
Good
taking
job,
a
buddy.
couple friend
Proud
of
of you.
mine home, and there was like whispering in the back seat. And then my friend's girlfriend goes, "Hey, whenever you get a second, I'm definitely gonna need you to pull over." Because, like,
Whenever you get a second?
right? Like, she didn't want to inconvenience me, and I'm like, I will right now. Like,
Yeah.
pull the car over.
Whenever,
Cross 4 lanes of traffic to hit the shoulder.
Whenever it works for you, I'd like to throw up, please.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Your mother's in here with his cash. Would you like to leave a message? I see that she gets it.
If that's true, then you must know my mother's maiden name. What is it?
Oh, my goodness. Covered in vomit. Alan, can you possibly limit the gay talk? I listen casually, and it's not entertaining in the least. Well, stop listening casually. You'll get used to it. Casual. What do I care about casual listeners? I ain't doing this thing casually. Get out of here.
And in my scenario,
Casual. I want formal listeners.
We're not
I want
talking about-
customers.
We're not talking about him being intimate with people. We're talking about relationships.
Yeah, and people.
That's right. If you want that, you listen to my podcast, Just Butt Stuff with Alan Cox.
and in my scenario, I was a wife, so technically it wasn't gay talk.
You're still a man. You can call yourself whatever you want.
was
I
a
was the wife.
hypothetical.
And by the way, you're never going to be the wife, are you? You'd be, I mean...
No, because he's going to say no if he gets asked.
Can't wife someone up.
I wouldn't mind if someone called me wifey. I think that's cute.
My wifey.
Wifey!
I would love that. That's cute. I
Oh.
love a little pet name.
Yeah. Here's my butch wife. Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, I got a break. You're out of here, yeah?
I'm taking off. I'm
All
at
right.
Hilarities tonight. If you're not doing anything, Saturday at Hatfields in Cleveland. Check out MarySantora.com. BentonvilleArkansas.com for all my tickets and everything, and then I'll be back Monday. Arkansas tomorrow and Friday.
Bentonville, Arkansas?
Bentonville, Arkansas.
You gonna go to the Walmart Museum and all that?
I don't know what I'm gonna do, Alan. The night is young. Maybe you follow me on Instagram at Mary Santora Comedy to see what I do in Bentonville,
your little stories. Look at my stories.
Look at my stories.
All right, good. We'll take a break. I'll be back after these. 35192 if you want to text.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app. Rover's